Alright, how's it going, guys? Happy Valentine's / Singles Awareness Day to all of you out there. I don't come bearing chocolates or flowers or anything, but I brought you a video and I hope you like it. So, it's a 5th gen match with someone by the name of Ifaptodangerous. I've had this match backed up for a while, so bear with me if I don't remember it, but it's an actually really good match, so we'll go ahead and play back right now. As you can see in the thumbnail, she's actually leading with a Kakuna, and that's like, what? there's no reason to bring it. Like, name one viable way you could use a Kakuna in Standard. There is none. I don't even know why it's here. But she's gonna go out to her Natore, I guess, predicting the Brave Bird. But I'm just gonna go for the U-turn. You know, get some initiative going. The Steel Thorn's damage is worth it because now I can go out safely to something else without it having it set up rocks or leech seed or anything of the sort. So I go out to my Azelf because flamethrower and life orb and all that stuff, not that bad. I did see the T-Tar, so I'm thinking if I go for the flamethrower, I'll more than likely force that out because I want to see what kind of build of T-Tar this is. Because if it's Scarf, I want to know, then I'll have a way to handle it. And if it's Lefties or Curse or Boa, then I'll know. So I land a hit on it, and flamethrower does like jack shit. So I'm thinking maybe a little bit in Spec D. Against my better instincts, I do see the leftover, so I know it's not Scarf. But I want to go for the Grass Knot, you know, to see how much damage it does. And it does a little over half, probably 60-65%-ish. So it's a little bit bulkier than I'm thinking. So there's not going to be any immediate speed ties happening soon, unless, you know, it's I don't know. I did take that Sonage, so I'm thinking it might be a little bit faster, a little bit more of a defensive quick build, if that makes any sense. But my Shaman comes in, and she's going to go ahead and switch out to Doryuzu there to take the Seed Flare. Not really going to take it all that well, but I guess she does value her T-Tar more than this thing, and I'm glad I was able to force a switch to this thing. I honestly didn't think I was going to, but it's going to go ahead and go for the X-Scissor, and I'm thinking, you know, most of these things have Life Orb anyway, so I surprisingly take the X-Scissor because it's not set up, and it dies from Life Orb, which is great. I'm going to die to Sandstorm, but hey, that's one Doryuzu down. Normally it'll take me 2 or 3 of those, depending on the build of my team, to take one down, so I'm glad I took it down this early in the match. I don't know what I was expecting to come out. I bring in Gera, and she brings in Chomp. I guess does not like the matchup for some reason, so she goes out to Natore on the Dragon Knits. I'm guessing it was really not about, you know, not liking the matchup. It was probably more about, hey, you know, you can't do jack shit to me because you're a Gera. So I get my DD up once. This is BB with Moxie instead of Intimidate, so that seems to be working out alright. I haven't really gotten the chance to exploit it. But I know it's going to want to set up Stealth Rocks or Leech Seed on the switch, so I go for the taunt, and I do end up blocking the Leech Seed, which is nice, so that means it's not going to be able to get it on my switch. And thinking about it, it more than likely has Gyro Ball and Power Whip, as most of them do. So I think I go out predicting one or the other. I know if I go out to a Fire type, I can go ahead and resist both of those, because rocks aren't up, I can come in safely. But we make the double switch, and she sends out her own thing, which is named Bloodbath as well. But, yeah, hers is a Dusclops, happens to be red as well. Since I switched in, I think this is my Spec Shandera, and she made a little bit of a missav, and she gave it, I don't know how the fuck you would missav a Dusclops and give it like 700 HP. But you can see how slow the health is draining, and it actually turns out to be a 2-hit KO. So, a little bit of a mishav. I'm not really worried about it, because even if it did have Evo Stone, I don't know. I'm thinking this, I think this is my Specs Shandera, so maybe it mattered, maybe it didn't, I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, rocks aren't up, and it's just a Toxic. It's just one more turn of Toxic damage, and I'm really not going to go cry about it, because it is a 2-hit KO, even after Sandstorm, unless it's got Rest or anything of the sort. She goes for the Nightshade. I think she might have had Rest, but she went for it because she realized it was a missav, and that's kind of a dick move. I would assume that would be the reason behind it, and it's not just a misclick. Otherwise, she probably would have switched out, I guess is my mindset there. So I do end up taking a little more Toxic damage. I'm going to go ahead and stay in, because at this point, if she tries to set up rocks, then I'll just end up dying from the switch in and the sandstorm and all that, and the poison damage really is racking up. And she does go ahead and set up her rocks here, so maybe I can get a spec D drop. You know, that's my mindset. I am spec, so it does a nice amount of damage despite being resisted. You know how that goes. But as you can see, sandstorm and I think toxic does end up killing me off this turn. But I got a little bit of damage. No spec D drop, as you can see. Oh, I live with 1. Wow. I expected to fodder out that turn. But, yeah, it got the rocks up, but that's all it can really do. It can Leech Seed me and, you know, do nothing. Oh, this one has spikes? Okay, so Stealth Rocks and Spikes. I think all 3 of those are illegal on one moveset, now that I think about it. I'm pretty sure it's Stealth Rock, Spikes, and Leech Seed, and you can pick 2, but you can't have all 3. So, illegal HP, illegal moveset right here, but it's whatever. It's 1 layer of spikes. To my Lucario, it doesn't really matter anyways. I'm gonna go for the Sword Stance, as I think she goes for the Leech Seed. Not really too worried about it anyway. I just want to get set up, be able to take out the Notori in 1 hit. If and when T-Tar comes in, I could do that. I also haven't seen what kind of item Chomp is, since it just came in on Gara and, you know, left. So, got the SD here, taking a little bit, but I know +2, stab close combat, come on, that's so over the top. I really didn't want to bring out Lucario this early, but, you know, mid-game thing, and I do need something to take out Notori, since I didn't exactly get locked in with Shandera, but, you know, if I switched back out and then back in, then that wouldn't really have been good for me. So, I gotta bring in the next best thing to take it out. And in comes Chomp. I don't know what kind it is. It says Banded, but people like to do that thing where they name it one thing and then it turns out to be another. Even with a positive nature, it would have outsped me anyway, so going for the extreme speed is, in fact, the safest option, unless it turned out to be some variety of bulky Chomp. She goes for the Outrage, and because my lowered close combat defenses, and Lucario is kind of fragile as is, it is going to take me out. Gonna send in Wargle here. If it does outspeed me, then it is Scarf. Otherwise, I can just go for the Brave Bird safely. But it does turn out to be Scarfed. I'm thinking I might be able to take that. I'm not 100%. No, I don't. I don't at all. I guess I just send it in as fodder for confusion hacks and all that, because this Chomp is just, I don't know. I really don't know. But I bring in Gara. Since he has Moxie and not Intimidate, you know, I'm kind of in a bad spot. I can try to see if I can go for a Waterfall now. And depending on confusion hacks, you know, I'll be able to take it out. And that's what I do. It does get the confusion hack, so good to go. And I think the only things left at this point, since I took out Notori and I just took out Chomp, are going to be T-Tar and Kakuna. And I never thought I'd say that sentence, but this was an older match I recorded back when Moxie was still called Overconfident, so that's why it says that. Doesn't really matter in the long run, since T-Tar is at this low amount of health. It's Spec D bulky. Probably a neutral Waterfall would have killed it from here, and if you really doubt that it would have killed the Kakuna, then you need to go check your stats and whatnot. So that's down. I'm at +2, and in comes the... well, not yet. Fucking... hold on. Okay, in comes a Kakuna, and I'm like, alright, I got this, no problem. And I think Gara turns out to be my last one, actually. So if this Kakuna was something else, the game actually could have turned out, you know, very differently. I don't know why the Kakuna's in here with the sash, and I'm like, this thing's probably hacked, and it's gonna explode on me or something like that. And it just goes for the Poison Sting. And I'm like, that did 10 damage. What? 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 But, yeah, it just dies to Sandstorm, and that's game. So that was probably one of the more interesting matches. It was really close, the fact that she had 5 usable Pokemon. Moveset thing didn't really matter too much, as you can see, since Wargle and Gara weren't affected by the spikes. I want to say the Dusclops thing kind of did matter, because, you know, I probably wouldn't have had the poison damage on me in the first place, and that health did go down really slow, so I know it's got more than 220 health or whatever it is that Dusclops has. But that's going to be it for today, guys. As a friendly reminder, once again, 4th and 5th gen brackets are still going. I do plan on closing those off on the 20th, so make sure to get them done by the 19th. All that. So you got a little under a week. No biggie. What else do I have? I guess my lunch is done. But for now, gonna say that's it for today. So I'll see you guys later.